Okay, hi guys. So today in this video, we're going to talk about how to multiply and divide integers. And that is going to be the essential question also. So what are the rules for multiplying and dividing integers? And that's where we're going to begin. So we're going to begin with multiplying. So when we multiply, we have to remember that when we multiply a positive with a positive integer, our answer is going to be positive. And when we multiply a negative integer with a negative, we should end up with a positive answer. Okay. Then the other two are going to be, if we multiply a negative integer with a positive integer, the answer has to be negative. And when we multiply a positive with a negative, the answer will be negative. I'm going to change this to black. So, when we multiply a positive with a positive and a negative with a negative, the answer should be positive. And if we ever multiply a positive with a negative, the answer is going to be negative. So I'm going to quickly write that over here. So positive multiplied to a positive should be positive. If you multiply a negative with a negative, that should be positive also. If you multiply a negative with a positive, though, your answer is going to be negative. And if you multiply a positive with a negative, the answer should be negative. And that is going to be the rule for multiplying integers. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So next we're going to talk about common symbols used for multiplication. So the most common one is going to be the X symbol. When you multiply, let's say, I'm going to use the variable A with B. That is a common way you see it. Another way you'll see multiplication is the dot. So A multiplied with B. Another one you will see is also A with a star. B, that also means multiplication. And the last one is parentheses. So let's say you have A multiplied to a negative B. That is also another way. So I'm going to highlight that so that way you can see the common symbols. So X, a dot, a star, or parentheses are 4 different ways you will see multiplication. So let's kind of talk about a few examples of multiplying integers. So 3, a positive 3 multiplied to a 2, that is going to be 6. Another example would be negative 3. I'm going to use parentheses for this one. 2. That also means multiplication. So a negative 3 multiplied to a negative 2, that's going to be 6. Negative 3, I'm going to use a star. That is going to be multiplied to 2. And that should be a negative answer. And then let's say I multiply 3 with a negative 2, the answer should also be negative. Okay. Next, let's talk about the rules for dividing. They're going to be very similar to multiplication. So let's say we divide. Let's say we divide a positive number with a positive number, your answer should be positive. If we divide a negative with a negative, you should also get a positive answer. Now, very similar to multiplication, if you divide a negative with a positive, the answer should be negative. And if you divide a positive with a negative, then you should get a negative answer. So I'm going to highlight this really quick. So your answer is going to be negative if you either have a negative or positive division problem, and then your answer is going to be positive only if you have a positive and a positive, or a negative and a negative. Okay, let's talk about common symbols that you will see. So there are going to be 3 common symbols that you will see for division. The most common one will be this one, A divided by B. Another common one that you will see is a slash, A divided by B. That is also another division symbol. And if you ever see a fraction, that is also going to be division. So division, division, division. These are going to be the 3 symbols that you will see for division this year. Okay. So let's talk about some common examples. So some common examples that you will see will be maybe -6 divided by a +3. So remember that when you divide a negative with a positive, your answer should be negative. And if you divide a positive with a negative, you should also get a negative answer still. Okay. And to get positive answers, you will need to divide a negative with a negative. That will give you a +2. And if you divide a positive with another positive integer, your answer is going to be positive also. So those are going to be some examples of dividing integers. So let's talk about the negative sign. So where can the negative be placed in a fraction? So you will either see the negative in 3 different locations. You will either see it in front of the A, You will also see it in front of the denominator, or you will see it in front of the entire fraction. So it can be in 3 different locations. So again, the negative can be placed with the numerator, so on the top, numerator, or with the denominator, or in front of the entire fraction. And then the last part of the notes is dividing by 0. So when you divide by 0, you have to be very careful. When you divide 3 by 0, that is going to give you an error. That is actually undefined. So that is going to be a no. You cannot divide by 0. This is also going to be a no. You cannot divide by 0. This will always be undefined. Undefined, because you can't. That's why. And your calculator, if you ever type in a number divided by 0, your number will show error. That says error. But if you have 0 in the numerator, so you divide 0 by any number, that should equal 0. That is actually going to be okay. And your answer should be 0. The same if it's sideways, horizontal, so 0 divided by 3, that is going to also be okay. And that is also going to equal 0. So this should equal 0 each time. So when you divide, if you ever have division and there's a 0, you have to be careful because it could either be undefined or it can be 0. So make sure you remember no or okay. And I hope that helps. And then the final part of the notes is a summary. So you have to type up a summary and tell me what you learned from the notes, specifically answering the essential question at the top of the notes. And that was, what are the rules for multiplying and dividing integers? So there are several rules that you have to remember, and they should be summarized in your notes. Okay, I hope this helped, and good luck this week.